You work out non-stop. You starve yourself with diets. Yet those stubborn belly fats are still there. Annoying, right? The problem isn't laziness. You're fighting with the wrong method. Here's what really matters. The most dangerous fat isn't the fat you can grab. It's the fat hidden under the skin. Health scientists figured this out years ago. That's why people who don't struggle with this still look noticeably lean. The real danger is visceral fat. The fat that surrounds your organs, especially your liver. It completely disrupts metabolism. It's a root cause behind heart disease, diabetes, and most chronic illnesses. The scary part? You can look skinny everywhere and still carry this fat. Health scientists call this tofu, thin outside, fat inside. If you keep asking yourself, I'm doing everything right, so why won't my belly go away? This is the answer. The good news, even though visceral fat looks like the most dangerous one, it's actually the easiest to eliminate if you trigger the right biological mechanisms. Forget extreme workouts, forget aggressive dieting. You don't need to read dozens of studies. I did the research for you. Now we'll use a science-backed 3-factor method that treats this fat like a parasite. First we starve it, then we block it. Finally we flush it out step by step. Here are the science-approved 3 steps. Part 1. Starve the parasite with carotenoid protection. The main cause of visceral fat isn't just excess calories. It's oxidative stress. In simple terms, internal rusting. This cellular damage creates the perfect environment for fat parasites to thrive and feed. To destroy it, we need a powerful natural rust remover, carotenoids. These are the pigments that give plants their vivid colors. Carotenoids don't just neutralize free radicals. They work at the genetic level. A randomized double-blind study showed this. Just 56 days of increased carotenoid intake led to a significant reduction in visceral fat. It worked by activating fat-burning cells and suppressing fat-storing cells. Method: the real treasure: cut out beige foods, bread, crackers, and similar foods that feed the parasite. Eat colorful foods, sweet potatoes, bell peppers, spinach, carrots. If the food is bright orange, red, or dark green, that's your visceral fat armor. Step 2, block fat absorption with liquids. Now we're talking about a specific liquid that works like a solvent on fat cells. You've probably heard green tea burns fat. That's not a myth. But what matters is understanding how it works. Green tea is rich in catechins, especially EGCG. Its mechanism works in 2 stages, opens the fuel tank. By stimulating the nervous system, it increases fat oxidation, blocks the lipase enzyme, it reduces fat absorption in the intestines, like putting a guard at the door. This isn't theory. In a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, about 600 milligrams of catechins per day for 84 days resulted in 6 cm2 reduction in abdominal fat area 1, 9 centimeters reduction in waist circumference 1, 2 kilograms body weight loss method, no sugary teas. Use green tea. Matcha is even stronger because the entire leaf is consumed. Replace your second coffee with a clean, unsweetened green tea. Step 3. Flush out fat with the 75% solution. Diets are good for overall weight loss. But exercise is the most effective weapon against visceral fat. What kind of exercise? A striking scientific study found this. Just 2 days per week, 45 minutes cycling at 75% of VO2 peak resulted in 48% reduction in visceral fat in just 2 months. Here's the key detail. Total body weight barely changed. That's why you should throw away the scale. The talk test: if you can form long sentences but feel slightly out of breath. If you can talk but don't really want to, you're in the talk test zone. Cycling, rowing, running, uphill walking, it doesn't matter. If you're not slightly breathless, your belly fat isn't melting. Final strategy: dose-dependent effect. Don't torture yourself by starving. That will stop you sooner or later. New research shows this. The effect of exercise on visceral fat is dose-dependent. The more you move, the more fat you lose. This is different from calorie restriction because diets eventually plateau. The strategy is simple. Feed your body with the right nutrients. Create the deficit through movement. In summary, Food Hunt add one colorful vegetable to every meal. Liquid intake replace sugary drinks or coffee with green tea. 75% effectiveness, 45 minutes, 2 to 3 days per week in the talk test zone. Visceral fat is dangerous, but the human body is resilient. The right decision is yours, and you can start losing fat tomorrow. There's actually just one thing you need to do.